It is, by the way, a tenet of fascism from everybody that studies it, these allusions to a mysterious, amorphous, unsighted golden age. Make America great again. But, everything was great at some point. You'll never be able to get out of a fascist the actual documentation of when it was so fucking great. They love to talk about, like, it's like comic book golden age or something. Like, oh, remember when you were 6 and you thought fucking Santa was real? That's what you're talking about. You want to get back to when you were 6? Fucking bloated windbag, you shitty, murderous, horrible. I didn't.
Yeah.
And by the way, politically, let's check in on my politics. Ask me where I'm at politically.
Dan? Politics Corner!
I'm back to every man for himself. I hate everybody. Sorry if that's demoralizing.
That's been Politics Corner, brought to you by Gold Bond Foot Powder. Gold Bond. It's powder for your feet.
I'll swing back, but don't. I'm just in this mood, Carly. I don't believe in liberalism. I don't believe in Democrats. I'm back to one of those douchebags that's standing on the sidelines going, "Fuck you." But it's just, I'm just thinking. I'm like, I just can't. I just feel like come on, everyone's fucking dumb. Everyone's dumb. We know everyone's dumb. The average IQ is 100. 85% of every group of anyone is a fucking moron that can't make a decision for themselves. They say the dumbest shit. Like, and we're just. It's just this species has run its course, and we got to get to the moon, or I got to get out of here. I got to dig a hole in the desert, just go down like Minecraft.
Yeah, what happened to the moon?
Well, we dropped that premise like after episode 3, I think.
All right.
Church and I went to the March for Truth in LA yesterday, and we were leaving the march, and there's always like 6 or 8 pro-Trump people on a corner, usually completely surrounded by police, where you're not even allowed to get kind of close to them because they're afraid of what might happen. But yesterday, for some reason, you could walk up to them. They had like a microphone and a speaker, and there was a guy dressed like a homeless Ben Franklin. He had like the old Knickerbocker +4, like, you know.
Wait, so he wanted you to connect those dots, like the American dream now is homeless?
He had an old beat up tricorn hat, and he looked like homeless Ben Franklin, and he was like, everyone wants to talk. You can come up here. You liberals, they all yell at us, but you can come over and talk to us. And there was
a penny stolen is a penny stolen.
Homeless Ben Franklin jokes.
Is that what he was going?
No, but there was Make America Great Again banners, and there was a lot of,
Why would I have a key? I don't have a house.
If I tried to discover. But I know we're derailing you, but then are you sure this guy was conservative?
Oh yeah, he was. But he was being pretty cool because he was engaging people. He was like, if you want to come up here, I'll give you the microphone. We can have a discussion.
Okay.
It turns out mostly they shout you down about what you think because they're surrounded by lock her up and, like Hillary is, evil, like kind of posters. They're still on that thing. But Church at this end of this is amazing. I should probably let her talk about it like she wants to. But like she had this conversation with this woman who had like an American Indian like drum, and she had a Trump Pence 2020 shirt and hat on, but she didn't vote for Trump. But she thinks that it was better. But Church ended up having this like hour-long conversation with her that she came away with. It was really uplifting, but surrounded by like people that can actually talk. And like one of the upshots of it was the woman said, you know what, this conversation makes me feel like I should call up some of my friends that I don't talk to anymore because I don't feel like I can because we're so different. The gulf between what I believe and what you believe is so like unbridgeable. But there was another guy pacing around, and he had like goggles on and a American flag bandana and a helmet and like military like flak jacket kind of stuff on and carrying a flag and just pacing around mad dogging everybody, clearly looking for a fight. So like you have people that really do want to have a discussion surrounded by people that are clearly cruising for a bruising.
Yeah, well, the guy in Portland, like it's just he was just this. I mean, like.
And then there was this one kid, like college age looking dude, and he had a big sign that said, "Stop the hate, let's debate." And I walked by him and was like, "Hey, you want to just talk?" I'm like, not really. I mean, it's hot out, so I want to go have lunch, And I'm pretty sure we're not going to convince each other of anything. And he's like, no, I just feel like, it shouldn't be about shouting, it should be about conversation. We should be able to talk about the difference. I'm like, I totally agree with that. I appreciate you guys being out here and doing that. Like, hooray for you. Then I saw him a little later on while Church was having her talk, and he held his sign up, and underneath his "Stop the Hate, Let's Debate" sign, I will post this photo because he's a douchebag. When he lifted his thing up, his shirt said, "Hillary sucks, not like Monica though," or something like that. I'm like, oh really? So I went up and I said, hey, can I get a picture of you? And he goes, yeah. And he holds his sign up. I go, I wanted to get a picture of your awesome misogyny shirt. And he goes, what? I go, I love that underneath your "Stop the Hate" sign, you proudly admit you hate women. And he goes, I'm like,
Charlie Callis?
Yes. He went,
oh, good to see the high-roaded party of the emotional left is so sensitive to my needs. Oh, good to show your true colors. I'm so fucking sick of that. Like these are like these people are not going to reward our fucking like we're the trolls now. We should be angry and they should go fuck themselves. I hate that they like switch gears to this like they're trolling us. Like what they don't really want to. I like that there was a gang of people out there going, no hate, let's debate, because what I think that means is that they're on the fucking ropes psychologically, just them, that they've run out of ways to feel like they're part of a group, and now they're so lonely, and people have gotten so good at walking by them that they're like, what about discourse? Okay. You guys always want to talk, right? Intellectual, let's have a conversation. Okay, what did he say? Retard! Yeah. I just, like, these people are dumb. They are dumb. And you know they're dumb when they speak because they don't know how to put thoughts together. And when you say things to them like, that sounds like you don't know that America isn't 2 million years old, they say, see, it's that kind of attitude that's seen its day. You know, like it's an anti-intellectual revolution. And there is no conversation. They're ugly, mean, nasty, brutish, thuggish, selfish, I got a boo-boo, it's everyone else's problem people. I got a fucking boo-boo, motherfucker. I pay taxes. I pay everyone's taxes. I'm a 1%er. It's hard for me. Get out the world's biggest violin for me.
You're paying for it.
Yeah.
Your tax dollars go to tiny violins all over the world.
It's just like Louis C.K. had this thing where he was like, by the way, voting is like, it's not, you're not supposed to wait for the candidate that's like, that's what we're suffering from. I think I was reading this thing by Noam Chomsky, but like most things by Chomsky, I probably didn't understand it. I have to read it 5 more times. But we're talking about this thing about individualism also being like, it's this bag of potatoes principle where individualism, like hyperbole, where it's like you kind of count on the impoverished, you play up to everything that divides them, even down to the individual, not just racially, not just religiously and gender and all that stuff, but also you kind of encourage this sort of like, oh, democracy means that you as an individual should be able to put your feet up and eat potato chips, and if anything gets in your way, you should be able to complain about it. And that's a weapon that conservatives use to make stupid people go, wait, oh, the air conditioning changed a little bit?